What's up, everybody? It is the Profit Report with AB and Steve. It's your boy Steve coming in today. My boy AB is out. He had some family business he had to take care of. Um, Today we're gonna cover Roku. Who knows Roku, guys? Roku, man. I had a Roku player at one point. Um, this is before I had a smart TV. I had a Roku. Um, but I don't know what happened to it. But we're gonna talk about Roku today. Talk about what their business model is. How do they make money? How is their stock doing? And we're gonna peel the onion of what's happening, what's going on, all that. So getting into it, Roku. In case you guys don't know what Roku is, it's like a box that you buy that allows you to stream. I'm sure more people, I mean, a lot of people are familiar with this. Oh, what's up, AJ? We got to peel this thing. So, Roku was founded by Anthony Wood in 2002. And I just found this out. Roku means six in Japan or Japanese. And the reason that it means six is this guy right here, who is Roku's founder, this was his sixth company. And that's why he called it Roku. So he sold, if we dive a little bit about this guy, let's see what this Anthony Wood. He kind of looks like Reed Hoffman in Netflix. AJ, yeah, I'm making a Roku gumbo for sure, man. This guy looks like Reed Hoffman from Netflix, the Netflix founder. So this guy is an English-born American billionaire. So he's a billionaire, okay? Chairman and CEO of Roku. He owned 15% stake in Roku in April 2021. So this is a little outdated. So his net worth was 7.2 billion. What's his net worth right now? Anthony Wood net worth. Ooh, dropped by 5 billion. Nothing big, right? From 7.2 to 2.2. So we're going to investigate that. I wonder if the stock price at that point was really high. So he grew up in Manchester, England. If you're a soccer fan, you probably know where Manchester is. So age 13, he moved to the Netherlands with family and then lived in Texas. 1984, when he was a teenager, he published Lunar Lander in a Ahoy magazine. And then, he went to Texas A&M. AJ, didn't you go to A&M? Texas A&M. So this guy is a Texas boy. Okay. Was there that Wood met his wife, Susan. Okay. And then he has 3 children. And guys, if you just joined in, we're talking about the guy who founded Roku. Roku means 6 after in Japanese. Oh, Popo Jet in the house. What's up, Kia? Yeah, Texas A&M Kingsville. You wish. uh, um. So this guy went to Texas A&M. So the business is called. Oh, AJ said, but I'm not intelligent enough to be an A&M graduate. I was UH. Dang, homie. Well, UH is not that bad, right? I know Texas A&M is a little better, but UH is not bad. So while in college, he founded his first company called AW Software to sell computer programs. Then he founded Sunrise Industries while studying engineering. So it's the second company. developing software and hardware for the Amiga. Is that like a what is the Amiga? Oh, it's a family personal computer produced by Commodore. Okay. Then so he started two companies while he was still in college. Dang, Kia saying UH is the same as ACC. Oh shoot. Oh, ACC is offering bachelor program now, really? Wow. Tough. And it's cheaper too, I'm guessing. HCC is significantly cheaper, I would think, than University of Houston. So he started two companies while he was in college. Then in 1995, he launched another company called iBand, which was bought by Macro Media for 36 million. Man, so right off the bat, this guy is tasting success. Like, he got a taste of success really early on. AJ says, I don't know if HCC is too good or UH is too bad. In case you guys don't know, where HCC is like Houston Community College and UH, University of Houston. These boys in the chat are Texas boys. Macro Media. Or you want to know what that is? Was an American graphics multimedia and web development software company headquartered in San Francisco. And so at that time was worth 200 million. Oh, traded as founded defunct. So it's no longer there. It was acquired by Adobe. But he did sell that business for $36 million. So this guy has just been killing it. I mean, since college. Okay, then he left Macro Media in September 1997 to launch Replay TV, a digital video recorder DVR maker. Would begin working on the DVR development reportedly after being frustrated at missing episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation. Features introduced by Replay TV included ad skipping, rewinding, pausing live station. Wood sold Replay TV in 2001 for 42 million. Damn, he sold another company for 42 million? Oh my god. Oh, AJ says I fully was into Macro Media and Shockwave. Why were you into them? These old internet companies. Man, so he sold another company for 42 million. My god. They need to do a study on this guy. AB was talking about they need to do a study on the guy that started Foxconn. They need to do a study on this dude. 6 company. Like, we already saw that he sold 2 companies, one for 36 mil, one for 42. So then in 2002, Wood founded Roku Inc., his 6th startup to market home digital devices. So Roku means 6 in Japanese. And in 2007, Netflix employed Wood as the vice president of Netflix Internet TV under Reed Hastings. So what happened with this is I looked into it. So around this time, because he started Roku in 2002, and at this time, streaming and stuff, internet was not even that popping at that point. But he was trying to convince Netflix at that point, who were just sending DVDs out for people to watch. He was telling them, hey, you need to create a device where people could stream. But Reed, and then he kind of listened to him, and then they had a department working on it. And at that point, they were looking for someone to work for that department. So he hired this guy, Anthony Wood, the founder of Roku, to work in that department. But at the same time, he was still running Roku. And after a while, it wasn't really working out. They were still in Roku. He was doing this on the side, and he was licensing and stuff like that. So eventually, Reed Hastings, the founder of Netflix, said, hey, we should just license it from you. Just, we don't need this department. So Netflix stopped that project. AJ says this guy was at the start of internet. Sheesh, these aren't small ventures. They really were not. I mean, It's very impressive. So he said at Netflix, he built a team which developed a Netflix stream player as well as application allowing PC users to stream Netflix onto their computers. Netflix later spun Wood's engineering team back out to Roku. And then now current in 2021. Man, what's up with Wikipedia? Why is this still referencing 2021? That's the last time it was updated. So that's a little bit of the founder. This is what he looks like. In case you're just listening and you don't have a video on, he's 59 years old, white male. I feel like I'm giving a description to the cops. He's currently worth $2.2 billion. Imagine you give that as a description to a cops. Tell him his net worth too. He went to Texas A&M. And at one point, he was worth 7.2 billion. So he lost some money. He lost a lot of money, actually. He lost about 5 billion. So Roku, back to Roku. How did it start? What kind of stuff happened? It began as a hardware company selling a set-top box to stream Netflix. You guys ever had a Roku? Anybody in the chat? I don't even know people still use Roku because they're smart TVs. Like, why do you need to use Roku? So that's one question I would like to answer myself by reviewing this company is who is using Roku really? Like you could just have a smart TV, download multiple apps. Why is a Roku needed? I don't know. In this current day and age, guys, let me know if you use Roku. It has since evolved into a dominant streaming platform with a business model focused on advertising revenue and content partnership. So it was founded in 2002. Then 2007, Netflix partnership. He led a project to develop Netflix streaming device. And in 2008, Kia says he used to. So I'm guessing not anymore. And in 2008, first player launched. Roku introduced the Roku DVP, the first device to stream Netflix Watch Now service directly to a television. And then in 2009, Netflix splits from Roku. So when they did, so this guy, the founder, did work for Netflix for a little bit. And when he left Netflix and went into Roku to just do it full time, Netflix did invest some money into Roku, but they no longer have a stake in the business because they ended up selling it to a venture company. So Netflix doesn't own any shares, but at one point did have some stake in the business. So key milestones, 2014, Roku TV launches. Oh yeah, they have their own TV too. I forgot about that. Yes. Anybody got a Roku TV? So they do have televisions. Okay. Roku started licensing its operating system to television manufacturers like TCL and Hisense. So they license it. They don't actually make it. But I've seen where it says Roku TV. So maybe it's a branding thing. They don't actually make the TV. Allowing software to be built directly into smart TVs. In 2017, that's when they went public. That means their stock was public to purchase at $14 per share, valuing the company at $1.3 billion. And in 2017, they did their own ad-supporting streaming TV, which would later grow, feature original programming. And then in 2021, they acquired QB Content. After the short-lived streaming service QB shut down, Roku acquired this content library to bolster its original offerings on the Roku channel. Okay. And then 2023, they Roku branded TV, smart home products. And 2024, they have over 80 million accounts. Dang. 80 million accounts? That many people? It also exceeded 100 billion streaming hours in 2023. 100 billion streaming hours. Jesus Christ. Wow. You know, if we do the well, that's in 2023, but that's a lot of hours. 100 billion streaming hours. Sheesh. So current status as of August 2025, primary business model is driven by its platform revenue, including advertising and subscription distribution. It's like every business nowadays is subscription. It is like kind of annoying. Every business is subscription. I mean, even CVS is subscription now, you know? Like you guys have that care subscription. I was just thinking about that. I'm like, almost every business. You go to Amazon now, there is subscription service. It's crazy. Um, this strategy leverages growing user base. So Roku is the leading TV streaming platform by hours streamed in the US. And then by January 2025, the company announced that it has surpassed 90 million streaming households. Wow, so they are growing. And strong financials with profitability path. For Q2 2025, they report a revenue of 1.1 billion. And then recently, they bought this company called Friendly TV. They also partner with Amazon Ads. All right, well, cool. Let's go to their stock first. I want to go to their stock. Let's see. What is the stock trading at? So right now their stock is at $94. 94 bucks. So this is 52-week range. So within the last year, the stock has fluctuated between $52 to 104. So right now it's kind of close to its peak. If we look at all time, let's see the all time. Man, their stock was really high in around COVID time. That's why the dude's wealth was about 7 billion. So they hit their highest in around, so about June 2021, it closed at $459. That's the highest that has been. And then since then has been a gradual decline. Look at that. They have been just going down. I mean, rightfully so. I mean, this is a competitive market right here. So it has just been trending down this whole time, and then it has been kind of holding steady for the most part, with some fluctuations, 10 to 20%. It's like 88. You go back. So last year, around this time, it was trading at 99, which is close to what it's trading now, a little bit down than before, and then it goes up. Let's see, what other information can we find? Let's see what the analysts are predicting the stock to be. We're going to determine to see if this stock is worth buying or if it's no bueno. No bueno. Analysis. A little bit new. So analysis, let's see. So how many people are covering this stock? Okay. So it looks like they beat their last estimate for the quarter, which is good. There's a lot of analysts covering the stock, which is surprising. You know, we've seen some stocks that are like their brand name is well known, but then you look at how many analysts are covering the stock. It's sometimes surprising. I don't know how they assign how many people are analyzing the stock. So for Roku, there are 30 analysts covering the stock as of August of this year. 14 are recommended to be a buy, and 12 are saying hold. And there's some saying a strong buy as well. It doesn't actually give the number. And their analysts are estimating the stock to be at $101. It's currently trading at 94. So if it did go up to that number, that would give you, what is that, five? It's about like a 6% return. So not outperforming S&P 500. And the highest estimate that they have is up to $130. Let's see who owns this stock. Who are the investors? As much as I love Yahoo Finance, sometimes it's a pain. Let's see the holders. I want to see the holders. All right, so 87% of the stock is held by institutions, and only a small percentage is held by insiders. And insiders means people that work at the company. And the number of institution holding shares, there's about 755 institution. When they talk about institution, is these big investment firms like Vanguard, BlackRock, Schwab, State Street, etc. Mutual fund holders as well. So the biggest holder is this company called FMR LLC. So they are the biggest holder of Roku, followed by Vanguard Group. FMR LLC. What is FMR LLC? I'm curious. We're gonna go into a little rabbit hole. Let me see. FMR LLC. Oh, that's Fidelity. It's the parent company of Fidelity. So Fidelity also invests in this company. And so that doesn't tell us anything at this moment, but it gives us an indication of who does invest in there. Now, going to the company, let's go to their filing. Let's actually see what they talk about. Let's review their financial statement. And we're going to also do group by, where's the 10K? So guys, you can find the 10K by going to the company's website and going to investor relation, or you could just go to the SEC website and typing in the company's name, or you could just Google it, whichever way is easy for you. So we're reviewing the 2024 annual report because that's the latest one we have for an annual report. Let's see. So it trades under the symbol Roku. What else? It is incorporated in Delaware, and then their main office is in San Jose, California. Okay, the business. And they kind of give you definitions of different things, what they mean. So what is this? Glossary of selected terms. So ad-supported video on demand, means streaming content supported by advertising does not charge a fee for the viewer. Fast means free ad-supported linear streaming TV, which does not include on-demand content. Roku Originals. I was trying to see if there is a glossary item that I do not know. Maybe it's not obvious, but I didn't see one. So Roku is the leading TV streaming platform in the United States, Canada, and Mexico by hour stream. So they are not. So they're the biggest. It seems like in North America. They pioneered streaming to the TV and believe that all TV will be streamed. The shift of the TV ecosystem to streaming continues and is expanding TV's capability for viewers, right? And their mission is to be the global TV streaming platform that connects and benefits the entire TV ecosystem of viewers, content partners, and advertisers. Okay, their strategy and business model. We want to look at their business model because that's what we're here for at the Profit Report, man. It's a business show. So the foundation of our platform is the Roku TV OS, which is purpose-built for TVs and powers Roku streaming device. The Roku TV operating system is designed to run on low-cost hardware, which enables Roku streaming devices to be sold to consumers at competitive prices. The Roku TV OS connects viewers to our streaming platform via a broadband network, giving them access to a wide selection of content through an experience that's both delightful and easy to use. We provide periodic updates via the Roku TV OS to continuously deliver an exceptional streaming experience. We dedicate significant resources to build, maintain, and advance the Roku TV OS to provide an industry-leading streaming platform for our viewers. Okay, our three-phased business model. Okay, grow scale, grow engagement, grow monetization. So grow scale meaning the amount of users they want to grow it. Grow engagement mean have their users be somewhat, active users. And then grow monetization is, find ways to make money or increase the way that they're making money. They say we leverage our position as the TV streaming platform to help our viewers find content across the streaming universe while simultaneously growing monetization. Our three key initiatives to grow platform revenue are to innovate the Roku home screen to expand monetization, grow advertising demand through deeper third-party platform integration, and grow Roku build subscriptions. Okay. I mean, how many devices do they have now? Because the last time I had Roku was a long time ago. So Roku, what the? Is this the Roku website? What? Is this their own show or something? Like the first thing that pops up on the Roku website is Jessica Alba and Lizzie Mathis. I don't know who that is. Is that like Judge Mathis kid? Because that's the only. Is Lizzie Mathis Judge Mathis's kid? We gotta look that up. I'm just curious. Is Lizzie Mathis related to Judge Mathis? Oh, so she's not related. She's a former actress and the founder of the Cool Mom Co. Oh, all right. Well, just a coincidence. They both have the same last name. So the first thing that comes up is that. They got a clean website, by the way. It's kind of nice. All right, players. So they have players, Roku TV. They have a smart home, accessories, and audio. Okay, so players. So these are the devices that you plug into your TV that helps you connect. They have the stick. I mean, they have a Roku streaming stick. It's $29.99. So price wise, it is pretty cheap. I know Chrome stick used to cost $35. I don't know how much it costs anymore, but I used to have a Chrome stick as well. They have a Roku streaming stick plus for $39.99, and then the Roku streaming stick 4K for $50, and there's an Ultra and for 99, and another one for 99 as well. What else do they have? Let's see what their business offers. What other products that they have? So they have the Roku TV, which they license their name with different companies, and they just put their name on it. So they don't actually make the TV themselves. So they got some TVs. Smart home. I didn't know they make smart home stuff. So home is your happy place. Oh, cameras. They make cameras too now? An indoor camera for $29.99? Wow. That's pretty cheap. Okay. Oh, they do video doorbell. So this is kind of like Ring. You guys familiar with Ring? I'm sure you are. Well, it's currently under Amazon now. Amazon bought Ring many years ago. Oh, so they have diversified themselves. Oh, they even sell lights. They sell smart light strip. Oh, okay, okay. Okay, Roku, I see you. Oh, they even sell the plugs. These are the plugs that allow you to control like different devices. Like you could plug in, for example, your coffee maker into this plug, and then using the app, you could have it automatically turn on at a specific point. Oh, that's cool. You know, Amazon sells those things as well, but I don't know Roku sells that as well. And then they do home monitoring, the most affordable home monitoring solution. Self-monitor for free or get 24/7 professional monitoring powered by Noonlights for less than 15 cents a day. Oh, shoot. Really? Damn. Oh, baby. What it do? AI before AI. AI before AI bots. Yo, they have diversified themselves. I'm very impressed with Roku thus far. We haven't seen their financials yet, but for them to, they have different types of offerings. Um, Roku Smart Home. Wow, I actually might even consider getting this myself because this seems fairly. What it do, AB? I hope you're doing well, man. Um, so they do home security as well. Wow, okay. So that's good. Different offerings. So their business model has expanded. And AB, I know you just joined. No doubt, bro. Roku means six in Japanese because this is the sixth company that the founder founded. So he made two exits. He sold one company for like 36 mil. He sold another one for over 40 mil. This is his sixth company, and that's why he calls it Roku. All right, so audio. Premium audio made simple. Man, they sell speakers too. Roku, look at you, man. I thought Roku was just like, old school Roku where you connect and you get your Netflix and Hulu and etc. But they got actually a pretty good amount of offerings, and this is their own show. So they're even starting making their own series with this show called Honest Renovation with Jessica Alba and Lizzie Mathis. So they started making their own show too. So they're kind of going towards the Netflix type. So this is the show. They're already on season 3, huh? Oh shoot! I wonder if this would actually get us banned. Hold up. YouTube don't play. I don't know if this is allowed. AB, does this get us banned? If I play a little clip, YouTube don't play, man. We played content last time from Comedy Central. They put our whole stuff down. Okay, so to go back to the annual statement. So we're looking at the business model. Roku TV models are TVs made and sold by Roku partners. So they don't actually make the TVs. I said it's a licensing play. They just put their name on it. Oh, it has to be from YouTube. Okay. In 2023, Roku branded TV. Yeah. Oh, hold up. So in 2023, we launched Roku branded TV, which are designed, made, and sold by us. So is this different from the one that they license with? Okay. This award-winning lineup includes the Roku Select, Roku Plus Series TVs, and the Roku Pro Series TV, which are higher performing TVs that we launched in spring 2024. Roku branded TVs complement our successful Roku TV licensing program. So they are making their own TVs. Oh. Oh, that's brilliant. So they're making their own TVs. Looks like they're making their own content and making speakers, home monitoring system. Okay. We believe our Roku branded TVs will enable us to further grow our leadership position in TV streaming and compete in the higher end range of performance TVs. Roku branded TV will also help us innovate more quickly in all aspects of hardware and software and test directly with viewers, improving the product and viewer experience and strengthening the entire Roku ecosystem. So Roku streaming players enable us to easily turn nearly any TV into smart TV. So that's their legacy product that allows any TV to be a smart TV. But nowadays everybody got smart TV. So they have that as well. Roku streaming devices are broadly distributed at popular national retailers, Amazon. Okay. Audio is an important part of the TV streaming experience, and we offer Roku branded wireless speaker. And we saw that as well. That seamlessly connect to TVs powered by the Roku TV OS. Oh, they're wireless as well. Okay. Additionally, Roku TV readily allows certified soundbars to quickly and easily connect it to Roku TVs, enabling the use of one remote and having all the sound settings uploaded to the TV. Ah, that's brilliant. So you can have a Roku TV, get you a Roku speaker, one remote handles everything. Okay. And the price was pretty good as well. Their speakers was not that bad. I don't know quality wise how good they are. I mean, they got pretty good rating. I mean, the stream bar right there has 4.7. This one, wireless sound bar for 149. The subwoofer 129. I mean, it's not. These are affordable prices. Wireless speakers for 150. So they all are operated, and it's kind of seamless in how they operate. Man, this founder, I'm kind of impressed with him, man. Like, he already sold multiple companies, and I thought Roku was just a one-trick pony, but it looks like they are branching off into different ways of monetizing, and I'm getting impressed more and more as I read this annual statement. Okay, what else? Through our And then okay, the Roku ecosystem extends beyond TV streaming and audio to smart home devices that includes cameras, video doorbells, lights, plugs, a home monitoring system, and a Roku smart home mobile application for iOS and Android. So they want the thing to be just a Roku household where your cameras are Roku, your home monitoring system, like ADT, security system. They monitor your home for burglary and they call the cops for you. You could also control the lights, and then you could have it automatically be connected where you could just say, "Hey, turn off my light," or you could have a set it up in an app where it automatically turns on or turns off at different times. And even those lights that light up different colors and stuff, you could use that using your Roku system. They offer they offer subscription plans for our cameras, video doorbells, and home monitoring system. Again, the subscription play seems to be the play at all. Because even for Ring, I have a Ring home system, and I pay monthly for that for me to record or keep the recording of those cameras, or else I can't do a replay unless I have the subscription. So they're doing a similar play. I wonder if it costs less. Maybe I'll switch. Through our streaming device and the Roku platform, we provide viewers tremendous choice, value, and exceptional viewer experience. In 2024, they added 9.8 million net streaming households, ending the year with 89.8 million streaming households. Wow. Okay, man, that's pretty significant. Okay, so the Roku experience. We call the user experience on the Roku platform the Roku experience. It represents all the features that Roku builds and operates, delight and help our viewers find great entertainment. A key competitive advantage that continues to drive our success is the combination of our significant scale and the Roku experience, which begins with the Roku home screen. The Roku home screen is the first thing our viewers see when they start streaming. And from this position, we could help the viewer decide what to watch every day across the vast range of options available to them on our streaming platform. As an example, sport is an important entertainment category for viewers and advertisers, and Roku is focused on benefiting from its ongoing shift to streaming. Available from the Roku home screen menu, the Roku Sports Zone originates sports programming in a single location, and its features are integrated throughout the Roku experience. They say they partner with NFL and to launch our first league branded zone in 2023, and in 2024 we added zones for the NBA and MLB. So they kind of have like a spot you pick for one sport, and it's like picking a channel or whatever, but just dedicated to that particular sport. We also have zones for college football, college basketball, and women's sports. Each zone helps viewers find live and upcoming games and related content such as previews, highlights, commentary, and documentaries. Man, that's actually pretty brilliant. Because, like when you have cable TV, and let's say I just want to watch football, at least the TV that I have, it doesn't let me filter out just NFL team. Like, I can't just put all the NFL games that are playing that day into one location and I could just scroll between those channels. It doesn't currently let me do that, but through their platform, that's what it lets you do. So you go to the NFL zone and you could just say, oh, Texans are playing. Okay. Oh, Steelers are playing. Boom, boom, boom. Same thing with NBA. So just one location, you could just look at like they categorized it for you, so it's just easy. AB says Roku smooth for sure, man. They're really smooth. What's up, San? How you doing? Man, okay. Roku is I'm telling you, Roku's impressing me more and more the more I read. And the Roku channel, another top engagement driver on our streaming platform is the Roku channel. Does anybody own Roku right now? Either the Roku TV or the Roku, or actually they have a lot of stuff. So do you own anything Roku right now? So the Roku channel, our owned and operating streaming app, the Roku channel aggregates a broad variety of entertainment into a unified streaming experience through three distinct type of content. AVOD, that's an ad-supported video on demand. Okay. So viewers can stream a broad variety, 80,000 plus movies and TV shows, including Roku originals for free. Free? For real? Okay, so like a Tubi type of play, like 80,000 plus movies. Okay. And then they have this live TV. Viewers have access to watch 500 plus fast, free ad supported linear streaming TV channels in genres ranging from news to sports to entertainment to creator content. What's up, Bree? And then that's also free as well. So you could also watch live TV for free. And then they have their premium subscription. Viewers can easily sign up, view, and manage subscription to dozens SVOD apps such as Max and Paramount Plus with a single monthly bill. Okay, so they have three types. Man, who's watching shows on Roku? Roku is free. What kind of shows do they be having on Roku? We gotta look at. Do they have a decent content? Roku watch online. The Roku channel. Let's see, what kind of options do we have? Browse. Let's see movies. You know, I'm a movie guy. I mean, right off the bat, though, movie options kind of garbage, but you can't be. I mean, Space Jam is there. Southpaw, I haven't seen that. Featured. Tyler Perry's there. Soul Man, that's a good movie. Oh, Bloodsport. They got Bloodsport in there, man. AB, you remember Bloodsport? AB says we need to get on Roku for real. Don't tell me you don't know Bloodsport, man. That's classic. Jean-Claude Van Damme. Out of Time. So they got a pretty decent selection. I mean, for free, you can't beat free, right? So they also have live TV. You could watch Dateline. You could watch Fox. You could watch Cops. Oh, they have the First 48. I love the First 48. One of my favorite shows. ABC. I mean, I didn't even know they had this. Like, you literally could just go into their website or just download Roku and you could watch live TV and stuff for free. And then I don't even see their premium. Where's their okay, premium subscription? Let's see how much is it? More detail. Paramount Plus. C plans. Oh, come on. I have to sign in to see the plans? Just tell me the freaking price. Showtime, CBS, BT. So you could also get these as well. C plans. Why do I have to sign? I hate when they do that. Just give me the damn price. All right. So they have that as well. So they have premium subscriptions as well. All right, so streaming hours. It says that we grew streaming hours on the overall Roku platform from 106 billion hours in 2023 to 127 billion hours. That's crazy. Man, we are consuming so much content, yo. 127 billion hours just on Roku. How much? Hold up. We got to put this in perspective. How many hours did people spend on Netflix? How many hours did people spend watching on Netflix in 2024? Wow. So people watched an estimated 188 billion hours of Netflix in 2024. Sheesh. 188. But you know, as big as Netflix is, I mean, Roku's not, it's not even, I mean, I didn't even know that they had streaming, to be honest with you. And they already have 127 billion? I didn't even know they were that huge. I mean, they're like 50 billion hours less than Netflix, but for how big Netflix is, Roku is doing pretty well. But look how much time we spend, man. I mean, this might be a Sunday night topic that we got to explore as well. 180 billion hours spent on streaming. So we do a lot of content consuming. So platform revenue. So their TV streaming platform enables content partners, advertisers to reach audiences that are increasingly unreachable on traditional TV. I mean, yeah, traditional TV is kind of dead at this point. These things are the future. So they generate platform revenue primarily through the sale of digital advertising, including direct and programmatic video advertising, ads integrated into our UI user interface, and related service. We empower viewers to choose how much they want to spend on content by offering them a broad array of free ad-supported subscription and transactional viewing options. In 2024, they added a new personalized content row powered by the AI to the Roku home screen. Oh, okay. Unlike suggestions from streaming services, which are restricted to their libraries, our recommendation include content from streaming apps across our platforms. The content row is designed to recommend TV shows and movies to viewers while simultaneously driving growth for Roku in areas such as streaming hours, SVOD signups, and ad reach. Okay. So they give you recommendations using AI. Our significant scale, ability to reach highly engaged viewers, tools that enable seamless signups and marketing discovery features makes us an attractive platform to content partners. As more viewers shift to TV streaming, content partners that publish apps on our platform are able to reach these streaming audiences at scale and engage viewers directly. We make it easy for content partners to distribute and monetize their streaming content through three primary business models. SVOD, which includes subscription to individuals' video on demand apps, ad supported video, yep, and which includes AVOD apps with on-demand content that do not charge a subscription fee to users, and transaction video on demand, TVOD, which includes apps that offer a la carte content purchases or rentals. Okay, so and then it says content partners also have access to our media entertainment tools to help them attract, engage, and retain viewers by investing and promoting their content on our streaming platform. So the advertise and play, they give them like a little dashboard that allows those content partners to see what's going on, what people are watching, and then also spend in Roku for more advertising time. Content partners can use a variety of ad types, such as native display ads on the Roku home screen to drive app downloads, promote an app's content, or direct traffic to their apps in order to drive subscriptions or movie and TV show consumption. We also derive revenue from the sale of branded app buttons on Roku remote controls that are intended to increase incremental usage of an app by enabling viewers to launch straight into the app from any screen. So you know how those they have those little buttons on the remote that says Netflix, Hulu, and etc. You have to pay for that to be on their remote. So that's another way they make money. AB says, thanks to our day ones from being active in the chat. I'm currently traveling. Yeah, I show my boy some love. I have to sign out right now. Thank you again. Yeah, shout out to all the day ones, man. Much love. AB had a little family situation that he has to handle. He has to travel. So wishing you well travel, my boy. Appreciate you for coming through and being here. And day ones, man, much love to you guys for being here. So we're covering Roku, guys, which means six. This guy is his sixth company that he created. He made two exits already. He sold one company for over 40 million. He sold another company for 35 million. This is his sixth company. And thus far, it looks like they have a lot of ways to make money on Roku. And I am very impressed thus far. I just keep getting impressed and more impressed as I read more. Okay. Just as ads evolved a decade ago when TVs replaced radio as the primary entertainment medium, ads on TV streaming offer new and more performant opportunities than traditional TV. Advertisers are able to leverage the combination of our significant scale, our direct relationship with viewers, and our innovative ad products and technology to reach consumers with relevant messages. We offer advertisers a unique and effective set of tools to reach viewers and measure both the effectiveness of the ad served and their return on investment. Oh my God, this is brilliant. Because, typically when they advertise on TV, they don't have a dashboard on their end to say, hey, how many people did this reach? Did this really work? How could I, you don't really know. You don't have the data, clear data as these people are providing you. This is like if you're advertising on Google. If you do a Google ad, it will give you a platform. Hey, this many people were reached. This many people clicked the button, your website, and things like that. And that's why people advertise on Google, because it's clear. And then after that, you could kind of change up your strategy and try to make more effective ads. And that's what Roku is offering for these people, is different ways, like a better way to advertise. So that's another way to make money. We sell both in-stream video ads and display ads integrated into our user interface. Our standard in-stream video ads are the same as the video advertising seen on traditional TV, but they are made more performant with data and technology. Additionally, we are able to offer a broader array of ad experiences than standard video ads, such as the ability to take over an entire ad break, ads related to a specific Roku original, and ads that appear when the viewer pauses content. Wow. The display ads we offer are integrated into the Roku experience are only possible because we are the streaming platform. These differentiated ads fall into three main categories of native ads: native destination action ads. Native ads are highly visible placements within our iconic Roku City screensavers. So they do different type of ad placements. Wow. It says Roku enables advertisers to measure TV streaming ad performance through the Roku experience. Our measurement framework is built on a foundation of verified identity consisting of direct relationship with viewers. That's why they want freaking me to sign up too, just to watch, just to even get a quote for them for the premium service. We could combine this asset with the advertiser's preferred data sources to provide an expansive measurement toolkit that includes reach measurement, brand resonance. Bree says, I didn't know Roku offers so much. I know, it is incredible. They offer a lot. We also have partnership with companies such as iSpot.tv that allow advertisers to buy, optimize, and measure their campaigns, whether directly through Roku or through another buying platform. What is iSpot.tv? What is that? Let's look it up, guys. What's iSpot.tv? What's holding back your video and performance? Fragmented. What does this place do? Let's see. What does iSpot TV does? What does iSpot TV do? So iSpot TV is a TV advertising measurement and analytics platform used to assess the effectiveness of TV and streaming ads, optimize media plans, and attribute business outcomes. So it kind of helps you know how well your ad is performing on TV and etc. So they have a partnership with them as well. So investment and growth. All right, let's see, what did they invest in? We believe that our future performance would depend on the success of the investment and our business that we have made. We'll continue to make to further differentiate our streaming platform, increase value we deliver to our viewers, content partners, and advertisers. We must regularly update and enhance our streaming platform. Let's continue to innovate and invest in our advertising capabilities. All right, so they're not talking about something specific. They're just talking about what they do. Okay. We continue to innovate our advertising offerings. On the Roku home screen, recently enhanced our marquee ads from static display to video. This new video capability has attracted diverse brands and verticals such as tech, financial services. So they are really doubling down on this advertising thing, and it's driving a lot of people to come to them to advertise. We are working to offer video in the marquee ads to more brands. As part of our efforts to grow advertising demand, we're making it easier for advertisers to execute campaigns programmatically by expanding and deepening our relationship with third-party platforms, including demand-side platforms, supply side, the trade desk. So they have also adopted, it's called the Unified ID, an identity solution developed by TTD that allows advertisers to deliver more personalized ad experiences across Roku's inventory. You know, when they say personalized ad, that's when your data is sold, and then they know exactly what you like to watch. And then that's how they do it. Look at this, what it's called. Adopted a Unified ID 2.0, UID2. What is that? UID2. Let's look this up. So UID2 is an open source identity framework for the digital advertising ecosystem that uses an encrypted pseudonym identified derived from a user's email or phone number to enable targeted advertising without third-party cookies. This is crazy. It prioritizes user consent and privacy by giving consumers control over their data, allowing them to opt out, and providing a more privacy-conscious alternative to traditional tracking methods. Publishers and advertisers can use a UID2 to monetize content and deliver personalized ads. Man, this is how they're tracking us, bro. Does everybody have a UID2 then? Let's ask that, man. Does each person have a UID2? So it says not every person has a UID2. A person only receives a UID2 if they have consented to, typically by logging in or providing their email address or phone number to a website or app that participates in the UID2 framework. Man, this is how they tracking us, guys. There's a thing called UID2 that is associated with your name and email, and that is the data. So how do I know if I have a UID2? Since the UID2 is an encrypted identifier, you cannot directly check if you have one. The best way to know to check if you have a consented to participated by using the official UID2 transparency and control portal. This portal is a user-facing website that allows consumers to opt out. What? Yo, we really got to cover this on a Sunday stream. This is crazy. I know we're covering Roku, but look at this. This is how they're able to track you. If you go into a website with your email and phone number, they assign what's called a UID2. And let me see if they're tracking me right now. Hold on. Ah, let me see. Yeah, this is crazy. It says your choice to opt out will indicate it's trusting advertiser no longer wants to receive targeted advertising based on your your UID2 identifier. Yes, I'm gonna opt out. Crazy. Yo, I gotta do it with my phone later on. Man, I gotta save this bad boy right here. Man, UID. Okay. So this is how they target you is with the UID identifier. They're able to personalize ads directly to you. And if you want, you can actually opt out from this by going to this website right here. It's called transparentadvertising.com. Then you could put your email and you could opt out so they don't track you for targeted ads. This is crazy. I didn't know about this. All right. We also have expanded our ad offerings to better serve small and medium-sized businesses. Roku Ads Manager, launched in September 2024, is our self-service connected TV advertising solution, providing performance features like advanced targeting, conversion optimization, and measurement. So it looks like they give a lot of tools to businesses to advertise and then analyze the advertising and give them some real good data so they can make better decisions. Okay, international markets. The shift from traditional TV to TV streaming is a global phenomenon. Today, Roku streaming devices are available in 15 plus countries. They're the leading TV streaming platform in the United States and Mexico and Canada. Internationally, we continue to grow our footprint and deepen our presence in key markets. Brazil, Colombia, Chile, Caxon, I don't even know what that is, and Hyundai in Peru. In the United Kingdom, we announced the new Roku TV models. So they do have some international presence. And the Roku TV operating system operates in the United Kingdom, Canada, and Mexico. Mexico remains the channel's largest market outside of the United States. Also, Mexicans are watching a lot of Roku TV. Sales and marketing. We engage in a wide variety of sales and marketing activities to continue grow scale, engagement, dedicate significant resources to the area. Okay. We are developing a relationship with more third-party ad buying platforms to reach marketers buying programmatic advertising on such platforms and to create more demand opportunities for our advertising revenue inventory. Our ad sales teams and products are organized into groups that specialize in the unique needs of each area. Okay. We work with our licensed Roku TV partners to assess and phases and development Roku TV models. In the United States, the majority of our products and our licensed Roku TV partners products are sold through traditional brick and mortar stores like Best Buy, Target, and Walmart. Yep. They say they also sell products internationally through distributors and retailers. Amazon, Best Buy, Walmart, and Target collectively accounted for 81% of our devices revenue and 76% of our device revenue from the year ended. Okay, so it looks like retail is where most people buy their stuff. Seasonality, there's seasonality in this thing. I guess people buy this stuff for gifts in the fourth quarter around holiday times. It says, furthermore, in preparation for the fourth quarter holiday season, we recognize significant discounts in the average selling price of our streaming device sales. Okay. Oh, Bree said, wow. Yeah. Guys, if you're just joining, we're covering Roku, which stands for six in Japanese because it is the sixth company that the founder made. He exited from the other businesses. He sold them. He sold one business for over $40 million, another one for over 30 million. And we're covering Roku, and it seems like they have a lot more to offer than what I thought at least they stood for, which is, you connect it and then you get other streaming platforms on it, but they sell home monitoring system, they sell audio system, they sell cameras, they sell a lot of advertising. They even have their own. They create their own content, similar to like Netflix, and they have their own shows and originals as well. And the business thus far does a lot of things right. So that's where we at right now. We're looking at their 2024 annual report, and we're looking at what they're saying. All right, let's keep going. So, for example, in the United States, the regulatory framework for privacy. Another thing that we discovered, if you just joined as well, is they do a targeted advertising by associating your email and phone number to you through what's called the UID, and and that's how they're able to give you. And it's not just them. Apparently, it's a lot of these companies associate your email, your phone number through your UID, and that's how you get those targeted ads. That's why you ever talk about like your back problem, or you ever like watch the video and then you get another video suggesting that to you, is because you have this thing called the UID that helps them target your preference. And I just found out that you could actually opt out by going to this thing called transparentadvertising.com. You could put your email and phone number and opt out, so they're not tracking you in case you don't want to be tracked. That's another thing we covered. But back to Roku competition. The TV streaming industry is highly competitive. Our competitors include companies that offer TV streaming devices that compete with Roku streaming device. TV brands that offer. They make their own TV too, which I didn't know. And they do a licensing, and they also actually make their own TV. Other competitors is TV brands that offer their own streaming solutions within their TV as well as other devices. Streaming applications. Okay. Yeah. So they got competition. All right. So as of December 31st, 2024, they had 3,300 employees located in 15 countries. Only our employees in Brazil are represented by labor union with respect to their employment. Wow. Why are they all the only ones represented by labor union? Why? Why not the American employees? Why are the employees of Roku in Brazil the only ones cover that are labor unionized? There's no evidence that Roku employees are the only ones unionized. It appears that Roku employees in Brazil are unionized because of the country's labor laws and strong union culture. Also, just in general, it's more in Brazil. It says unions are a major part of the employment landscape in Brazil. Historically, membership was mandatory for many formal employees, and today most industries have collective bargaining agreements that define working conditions. It's always interesting when you see other countries have better systems when it comes to employment. Like Brazil, look at that. They have labor unions. So then if they hire people over there, they automatically in the labor union. I mean, we got to learn from other countries as well. We want our employees to be proud of the work at Roku. Our entrepreneurial execution focused culture emphasizes recruiting talented individuals. Okay. We're committed to fostering an inclusive workplace. Yep. So managers are provided with training on expectation for managers and have access to one-to-one leadership coaching program. Okay, good. That's all well and good, but we want to see something more interesting. Let's see, what else are they talking about? Man, I love their business model thus far. I am very impressed as far as the different ways that they're monetizing. It is incredible. So this is some of the risks that they're stating. We're subject to various risk in connection with our operation and monetization of the Roku channel. Let me see if there's any risk that's worth looking into. We depend on a small number of content partners for a majority of our streaming hours, and if we fail to maintain this relationship, our business could be harmed. Popular or new content publishers do not publish content, may fail to retain existing users. Okay. The non-renewal or early termination of agreements where our content partners may result in the removal of certain apps from our streaming platform and harm our streaming device sales. I mean, they're kind of stating every type of. Oh, hold on. This might be. It says if our content partners do not participate in new features that we may introduce from time to time, to choose develop their apps on alternative streaming platforms, our business may be harmed. It says as our streaming platform products evolve, we continue to introduce new features which may or may not be attractive to our content partners. For example, some content partners have elected not to participate in the new Roku home screen menu features or in our Roku zones. And then it says, in addition, our streaming platform utilizes our proprietary BrightScript scripting language to allow our content partners to develop and create apps on our streaming platform. Really? BrightScript? What is that? You gotta look into that, man. What is that? What is BrightScript scripting language? So they could develop apps on the Roku platform. It says BrightScript is a scripting language developed by Roku for creating applications that run on streaming media players. It's a core component of the Roku software development kit and is specifically designed for building channels that deliver video, audio, and other content to Roku devices. So it's easy to learn. So they created their own coding thing for people to create apps on their platform. That's crazy. It says BrightScript is designed to run efficiently on the resource-constrained hardware of Roku devices. Its components are written in C, which provides speeds, and the language itself is interpreted for quicker development. Wow. Okay. Very cool. Yeah, Roku. We see you. Let's see what else. We and our licensed Roku TV partners depend on retail sales channel, of course. Uh, yep. If we encounter problems with the limited number of contract manufacturers we primarily depend on, our operation could be disrupted. So we do not have an internal manufacturing capabilities and rely on a limited number of contract manufacturers to build our players, smart home products, and Robo branded TV. I wonder if Foxconn builds their their TV. That would be hilarious. So with contract manufacturers, essentially means is like Roku designs the TVs, but then they send it to these contract manufacturers. Foxconn, which the company we covered the other day, is a contract manufacturer, but there's others. Foxconn is just one of the biggest ones, but they send it to them. Um, So he says, in addition, our contract manufacturer facilities and the facilities of our contract manufacturer suppliers are located in various geographic areas, um, including Taiwan, Vietnam. Man, I wonder if Foxconn makes their TVs. Hold up, hold up. Does Foxconn make Roku TV? It says, while Foxconn is involved with Roku TVs, it does not manufacture all of them. Instead, Roku has a long-standing business model of licensing its operating system to a wide range of TV manufacturers. Um, no, who is the contract? What contract manufacturers make Roku branded TVs? While the exact manufacturers are not public, some details provide clues about Roku's process. It says possible candidate Shenzhen MTC. So it's not clear that if Foxconn makes it, but they do make it in overseas in Taiwan and China as well. So what else do we have? Let's see. If we fail to accurately forecast our manufacturing requirements, we could incur additional cost. Yep. I mean, this is a big component of if you have any inventory, they call it sales and operation plan and demand planning. If you don't do that well, you could be sitting on a whole bunch of inventory, which is costly because there's storage. There's a risk, obviously, that things could break, things could be obsolete. So yeah, if you do a good plan, if you do a good job with demand planning, that helps with cost and everything. And not a lot of companies could do that. We've seen that many times, especially in the clothing industry. But any company that has inventory, though, has a problem with demand planning. It says if our products do not operate effectively with various offerings, then we do not control our business may be harmed. All right. I think that's enough risk. I don't see anything else. Okay, components used in our products may fail to as a result of the manufacturing design. Yep. I mean, of course. It says we're incorporating AI technologies into some of our products and services, which may present operational and reputational risks, more risks. Let's see. So they say the gross margin vary across our devices and platform offerings. So they experienced positive gross margin for the year. In addition, our gross margin, operating margin percentages, as well as overall profitability, may be adversely impacted as a result of a shift in device, geographic, or retail sales channel mix. Yup, of course, of course, of course. All right, I think we gotta go down to the numbers. All right, let me go to the table of content. Let's go down to the numbers. What's up, guys, man? Shout out to you guys for coming in on a Saturday. Happy Saturday. Can't believe August is almost ending. Let's see. Financial statement. $55. Oh, so who's their auditor actually? Oh, critical audit matter. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. The critical audit matter communicated below is a matter arising from the current period audit of the financial statements. As part of the company's revenue recognition for its arrangements with content partners, management is required to estimate variable consideration from revenue sharing related to streaming device distribution. It says variable consideration related to streaming device distribution is included in this estimated transaction price based on expected value for which a significant reversal of revenue is not expected to occur. Okay, so essentially what they're saying is if a company uh, they have a content partner, let's say it's Netflix, and they're assuming they're supposed to get a certain percentage of that value, um, and then they make an estimate of that and recognize that as a revenue. But they're saying if that is supposed to change, maybe the arrangement changes. And then it says for streaming service distribution, the estimate of the variable consideration is based on management's assessment of historical, current, and forecasted performance of the partner's applications. So they make a prediction of that percentage that they thought that they're going to get, if it's going to change based on like past association with that business partner. Okay, so then they identified the forecast of variable consideration related to streaming service as a critical audit matter due to the significant judgment necessary to estimate variable consideration. I see. Such estimates required a high degree of auditor judgment and an increased extent of effort relative to evaluating the reasonableness of management estimates and assumptions related to the forecast of variable consideration. So what they're saying is essentially the estimates that the management makes are like, oh, we're gonna make this much amount of money from the content we get from Netflix. Those numbers are not as accurate, and it takes a lot of judgment. And what the auditors are saying is they were not able to redo it themselves. Like it looks like the numbers change, and there's not like a clear way of how these numbers are being determined. So they mentioned that in their financial statement. So that's what. So we tested in design, operate effectiveness, and Deloitte. It's a big four company, big four accounting firm. So that's something to watch out. All right, we're in their asset, the balance sheet. So they got $2 billion in cash. Okay, Roku. Account receivable. This is money that's owed to them, either from other vendors or it could be from other streaming partners. That's about $812 million. It went down than the previous year. Inventory, 158 million, most likely comprised of like those audio bars, those consoles that they sell, the different things, cameras, prepaid expenses. This is things that they paid ahead of time for the year. 103 million. So total current assets, $3 billion. Property and equipment, they don't have a lot of property and equipment, about $213 million worth. Intangible assets, not a lot. So they don't really have any like significant patents and stuff. Content assets. Oh shoot. So that's considered man, you see, this is the first time we did a company that makes content. And I didn't know. I know that it is considered as an asset. Like, if you have your own movie and shows and stuff, it's considered an asset, but I didn't know it had its own line. I've never seen that. Content asset. What is Roku's comprised of? So their content assets represents the cost of licensing and producing video content for its own streaming device. Oh, okay. The value is reported as content assets, the result of capitalizing costs and then amortizing. Okay. So like Roku licenses content from third-party partners to offer on the Roku channel. Roku also invests in producing their own original content for the Roku channel. So they have their own, content too. What original shows does Roku have? List top 10 most popular. Who watches Roku, by the way? I don't really. So the most notable Roku originals: Weird, the AI, Yankovic story, Die Hard, starring Kevin Hart and John Travolta. Really? I'm not even familiar with that. Reno 911. Oh, they revived the fan favorite comedy series. Okay. Chrissy's Court, Most Dangerous Game, Free Ration, Dummy, The Great American Baking Show. They keep reviving like old shows. And then Murder House Flip. This reality series combines two popular genres, true crime and home renovation. So they have that as an asset as well. So they have about $237 million worth of that. So total assets, they got 4.3 billion. Let's see what bills they got to pay. Accounts payable, 273 million. Accrued liabilities, total current liabilities, things that they have to pay off within 1 year, about 1.2 billion. But their current assets, they have about 3.2. So they have plenty of money for them to meet their short-term obligation. They don't even have really any other long-term liabilities. So total liabilities is 1.8 billion with total assets at 4.3. That's pretty good. Very good. Okay. And then year to year, okay, so how they make net revenue, platform, and then devices. So the devices is the actual physical hardwares that they sell, and then the platform is through their Roku platform, through advertising and different things, how they make money. That's actually how they make most of their money. They made $3.5 billion off their platform and 590 million from their device. And that has gone up from the previous year, and it has gone up from 2022 as well. So they are improving, and the cost of that is 2.3. So they got a big margin, actually. It's almost 50%. I mean, that's the devices is actually, they're losing money on the devices because it cost them $670 million for the devices to make them, but they're selling it for 590. So they're actually losing money on the devices. But what they're betting on is once the people get on the platform, they make money, because the platform is what's making money from them. They made a gross profit of 1.8 billion, but on the devices, they actually lost $80 million. So those devices they sell, that's why it's so low. I was wondering that, man. I'm like, the prices on these Roku was a little cheap. I'm like, man, that's really affordable. But that's their play. They want to get you on the platform. And after that, through these targeted advertising, through these other offers, they're able to make a lot more money. So some expense, total operating expense. So they had a lot of expense. I mean, sales and marketing. So they actually lost money at the end of the day. They lost $129 million, but they did spend about 720 million on research and development. So they are investing for the future. That's what it seems like. And even at a loss like that, they lost 129 million this year. They lost 709 million the previous year and 498 million. But what's interesting is you saw the cash that they have about $3 billion in cash. Let's go back real quick. They have $2 billion in cash, but total assets about 3 billion. So what this means to me is, and then they have experienced losses for the past 3 years. That means they must have been making money in the prior years, and then now they're making investments for the future. Okay, so let's look at how much cash that they actually spent. Let's look at their cash flow, because their balance sheet is pretty good. I mean, net income was not that good, but let's see the actual cash. This is why we got to look at, there's three statements you got to look at on a financial statement. You have an income statement that tells you the year, what happened, did they make money, did they not make money, how much they paid in taxes. Then you have your balance sheet that lets you know, hey, how much cash did they have, how much bills did they pay, how much equity do people hold. And then you have your cash statement that actually tells you how much did you actually spend in cash. Because sometimes you might use credit card, you might borrow from people. So this allows you to see, hold on, how much did they actually spend in cash? So, and there's three parts of that. There's cash from operating activities, meaning from your business, how much did you generate? And in that case, it says net cash provided by operating activities. They made 218 million. So 218 million they got from net cash from operating activities. And let's see what they did with that money. So they bought 5 million worth of property and equipment. They spent $20 million on strategic investments. Okay. And so right here, cash flow from financing activities, they did issuance costs related to credit agreement. Proceeds from equities issued under incentive plans. So they made money actually from equity issues under incentive plans. So they made money from that? Hold up. Explain this portion from Roku's show cash flows. Man, what would we do without AI? Look at that. So equity-based compensation. Roku, like many tech companies, uses equity as a significant part of its compensation strategy. This includes stock options, the right to buy shares at a set price. When employees exercise their stock options, they pay cash to Roku, which the company received as proceeds. Oh, okay. So that's why. All right. So what we saw there is they do give a ability, if you're a worker there, you could give you stock options. And it looks like the employees, whenever they buy those stock options, then you can see being recognized over here. And they got $9 million from those as well. So from financing, but they said taxes paid related to net share settlement of equity awards. So they did also give some awards of stocks to their people, and they had to pay taxes for that as well. They paid about 96 million. At the end of the day, they ended up with $2.1 billion in cash. Notes to the financials. Let's see if there's anything else that's worth looking at. So this is what they call for allowance for doubtful accounts. This is where you see if people owe you money, if they haven't been paying you for a long time, you end up writing it off. And that's what it's called, allowance for doubtful accounts. That this is how you can see if companies they write it off. And that's what you see over here, provision for doubtful accounts, and they end up writing out some of these account receivables. So then when you see it on their current assets, you always have to be like, hold on, are they going to actually get that money? Because just because other business owe you doesn't mean that they're going to pay you. So you don't take account receivable. It depends who owes you the money. Let's see. I think this is pretty good thus far. I mean, let's see if there's any other statements that they have recently. Let's see in their investor filings. Any other interesting stuff? Statement of change in business. Let's see, what is this? Okay, Anthony Wood. This is the founder. All right, so this is a form that he reported to the Security and Exchange, the statement of changes in beneficial ownership of securities. Okay. Security acquires or disposed. So he sold Class A common stock. He acquired and sold stock at the same day? Oh, so he has a trust. Okay, that's what it is. So the trust bought a stock, Wood 2017 Revocable Trust, and then his Anthony J. Wood 2024 and Annuity Trust sold the stock to them. Who is the Wood 2017 Revocable Trust? So that's his own trust as well. So he has, man, this is how they're rich. So he has a revocable trust, which is essentially a trust where the person could later say, hey, they could revoke it, like, and say, no, I want this. I don't want this trust anymore. So it looks like he bought it through that, but he sold it from the other one. Okay, so these are reporting that they have to do when they make like a big purchase or a big sale. Let's see what else. Another one reported on August 19th. And this is another guy named Gilbert Fuchsberg. And who is he? Restricted stock unit. So there's about 36,580 shares that he acquired. This guy, he must be an officer of the company. Let's look this guy up. Who is this guy? This guy over here. So this kind of would give us an idea of like what the insider activity is. So he's a senior executive for Roku. Yeah, president subscription partnerships and corporate development. He also acquired 36,500 shares. These are very recent. This is August 19th. This is 4 days ago. Because one thing I'll tell you guys is I like to look at insider buys because they are the ones obviously with the most knowledge of the business. They do this daily, and it gives you an idea of like, do they feel confident about the company, where it's heading? Um, so I like to look at that as well. Direct. In this case, he also bought another one. Okay. Let's see. August 19th. Let me see this one. Anthony Wood. It's the same one as before. So Anthony Wood, the founder. Okay. He also bought. So the owner also bought more stocks. He bought 5,600 shares. And then he bought another 135,000 shares. And then he had an option to buy at $90.29, but he bought 9,500 shares as well. And another 229,000 worth of shares. As you see right here, the A indicates acquired. So that means if the stock, if they bought it or they sold it. So as you can see in green, they bought some stocks. And then right here, and number 10, it says ownership form, is a derivative, or if it's direct, and it is direct. So this is like a regular stock. It's not like an option or anything like that. Or like a different form. This is a direct stock. Like again, everybody has different investment strategies. I really like to look at investment insider activities. They are the ones doing this every day, and if you see a lot of buying activity, that should kind of get you to be like, hold on, what's going on? What other things is happening right now? Why they feel so confident to put their own money in the business? Like another person right here. This is probably another. He's an officer right here, as you can see. So he works for the company. So Mustafa also believes. Ozgan Mustafa. Let's see this guy. He also works for Roku. He's another technology executive. Looks like he bought some stocks as well. Let's see what Mustafa is about. So Mustafa, President, Devices, Products, and Technology at Roku. How long he's been working there? He's been working there for 6 years and 7 months, and he used to be a former CEO as well. And he himself also bought 53,000 worth of shares. Again, right here. I mean, this is a big 53,000 shares, guys, is a lot at the current price. That's over $500,000 or close to $500,000. So big purchases are being made right now in the company. Why? They must be optimistic somewhat of what's gonna come up. Okay. Another form, let's see. Okay, name of issuer. Name of person for whose the account securities are to be sold. Daniel Jetta. Let's see what's going on here. So Morgan Stanley. Number of shares are going to be sold. 3,000. Aggregate market value. 267,000. Daniel Jetta. Oh, it looks like Daniel Jetta. Who is he? Who's Daniel Jetta? So he's also a Roku guy. Oh, he's the chief financial officer at Roku. Okay. So amount of securities sold. He sold 983 securities in July of 2025. He sold another one. He sold another 2,000 worth, about $181,000 worth of stock on July 15th on the same day. July 10th, he sold $136,000 worth of stock. In June 16th, he sold $121,000 worth of stock. The person for whose account the securities to which this notice relates are to be sold hereby represents by sentence that he does not know any material adverse information in regard to the current or prospective operations of the issuer of the securities to be sold. Why is he selling so much stock though? Date of plan adoption or giving of instruction for Ryan on rule. Date of notice, August 15th. Because guys, in case you don't know, too, like employees, if they have insider knowledge, so they cannot act on that using, like, they can't use proprietary information that's not open to the public and use that to benefit themselves. That's what's called insider trading. So they can do that. So that's why you see that at the bottom. But I'm curious, why is this guy selling CFO and then other people are buying though? Wonder why. I mean, it could possibly just need money. I mean, it could be as simple as that, right? It might not be no conspiracy to it. Right before this, let's see, the founder also sold. Well, so from his revocable trust, from one trust to the other. So C and S. So he put 25,000. 2017 revocable trust. Code CS. Seems like a wash to me. Why is this happening? Okay. Another one right here. This is another one. Oh, we're going to review this last one right here. And the Wood Revocable Trust. This is the guy, the owner, the founder. Oh, shoot. So this guy also sold some stock, about $2 million worth of stock. Hold up. He actually sold on July 10th. He sold 2 million worth of stock. On June, he sold $2 million worth of stock, and then in May he sold $1.8 million worth of stock. Okay, let's see what Seeking Alpha is saying. It says bears were right, but for the wrong reasons. Let's see, with James Westbrook, he said, Roku has been a wild ride for us. We first bought shares in late 2018, sold a few times along the way, but held on to a sizable position. Throughout the roller coaster, we certainly learned some lessons about ourselves and our willingness to hold high valuations in order to spread a sizable tax hit over years. Throughout the stock ascent, bears argued that Roku would rapidly lose market share to competition from Amazon and Google. Well-capitalized formidable companies, these bears were right, but for the wrong reasons. Roku has actually increased its device and household share, now covering over half of all U.S. households in the U.S. However, the company stalled in pushing ARPU due to a confluence of forces, many of which stem from strategic but reversible decisions. Roku is trying to build a walled garden, leveraging their unique and proprietary customer data to pull advertisers into their own demand-side platform, which we talked about earlier. Unfortunately for Roku, advertisers had paths to reach Roku's audience while working around the walled garden. For example, an advertiser could buy ads on Hulu through a DSP like The Trade Desk, and in doing so, avoid sharing a dime with Roku. This happened alongside a pullback in content companies chasing new audiences. During the pandemic, Roku's largest advertising pool, Media Entertainment, these were dollars streaming companies spent to acquire customers. Today, all these problems are largely gone, and the company is once again on an accelerating growth trajectory. M&E revenue is a much smaller piece of the overall pie. Management has been determined to monetize the platform in better ways, pulling more content to the highly valuable Roku channel. Okay. Q4 report. So this is RGA Investment Advisors. Okay. Let's see what other people are saying about Roku. It says Roku's lumpy platform. Margin triggers a much needed correction. Reiterate buy. Come on, Seeking Alpha. Don't do this right now. All right. So we go back to their stock. It's trading at $94 right now. Roku surprisingly has different ways of generating revenue, and it is not just a streaming player. It is much more than that. They make TVs. They sell home subscription, like monitoring services. They sell audio. They have their own streaming service now. They make their own content. They have multiple ways. And then the advertising is one of the ways they make money as well. So right now, trading at $90 for the year. You know, in this year right here, 1 year. Stock. I mean, it's been climbing since April. April we hit a low, and then since then, as you can see, it has been steadily climbing. Had a little dip on August 13th, but since then has been doing well. I really like their business and how they operate. I really do. Um, I know they didn't make much money last year as far as profit, but it looks like they're making a lot of investments into the future. Their balance sheet looks healthy, and one of the things that I really like about the company is their founder. This guy has sold multiple businesses. Had This is his sixth company. He sold a business for 40 million. He sold another one for 30 million. This is six business. That's what Roku means. It means six in Japanese. And they are really expanded their operation. I mean, I thought Roku was dead, to be honest with you, because I was like, who's using Roku? And Roku is much more than that. I mean, just to kind of recap, and we go to the Roku website, the offerings that they have, they make their own content, they sell a whole bunch of different stuff, and this is one of their original series, Honest Renovations. They have Roku TV, the players, the smart home accessories, audio, and they are in like the amount of streaming hours and Roku channel was not like that far behind the Netflix, which is the biggest streaming platform. So the stock is a little bit high for my taste, but you know, I like to bet on leadership and direction. I do like this company. I really do. And just the way that they're monetizing, looking at their financial statement, this might be one I might invest. And I mean, analysts are saying that the stock, they're predicting it to, I mean, it's kind of almost half and half, a little bit leaning towards that. There's more people saying buy than other people saying hold, but there's 14 people recommending a buy. A few individuals saying a strong buy. The number is not actually stated right here. And not a lot of people are saying sell, but the average consensus is that it's going to go up to 101. Some predicting it to be 130 bucks. If that is the case, it does come up to 130 bucks. That's about, almost a 30% gain. And yeah, overall for me, I really like the stock. Not a lot of debt. Making good investments. They're just making very good strategic moves with the zones on their TV channel. So like everything is aggregated in one place. If you want to watch NFL, you could just go to the NFL zone and you could just watch all NFL games at the same place. Same thing with the NBA. They do home monitoring. They do different things, and their advertising platform really makes it seamless for someone advertising. It's almost like a Google Analytics that they provide to advertisers, which allows the advertiser to see, hey, is my ad hitting the right personnel? And then they help them customize how the ad presents on the Roku streaming device. And Roku offers streaming, like free streaming for people with multiple channels. And then they have another one that's also live TV that they offer. And they have a significant amount of users as well, which surprised me as well. So I like this business. Again, the founder, this guy has sold multiple businesses. This is his sixth business. Um, it looks like, $36 million that he sold the previous business, and another business that he sold for 42 million. And yeah, I think I if I I like betting on people sometimes. It's like you see the businesses, like the business is doing well, and then like I could also bet on the person, like they're gonna steer this ship to the right direction. And for all those reasons, I think this one for me is a thumbs up. Um, but that kind of concludes the show, guys. This is probably the shortest um, profit report at 2 hours. This is what we consider short nowadays on the profit report, because boys be going on for 3-4 hours, be going ham. My boy AB is not here today. He has some family stuff that he had to take care of. So I'm holding it down by myself. Tomorrow is Sunday. Sunday is where we talk about everything under the sun. It's no particular company. It could be about politics, it could be economics, it could be about whatever you want as well, guys. If you want anything that's covered. And the other thing about Sunday is anybody from the audience will send you a link. You could hop on and we could talk about whatever you want. Whatever you want, we could talk about it. So you are also welcome. Don't be shy. We don't have much experience, anyways, as well. I mean, we're new to this podcasting, this live thing, anyways. So we're kind of just going along and learning as we go. So we invite you if you want to come in tomorrow. It's going to be the same time, 9:30 p.m. Eastern time, 8:30 Central. We hope that you come and talk to us. If you have any suggestions, let us know. And again, guys, please subscribe, like, share. If you know a sponsor, a business, we put their banners on the profit report. Let us know. Again, man, shout out to the day ones, man. AJ, Bree, San, AB. I know you're away. Shout out to you too, bro. Kia. Shout out to Kia as well. Who else? Am I missing anybody? And anybody that's rewatching it, man, thank you for rocking with us. We appreciate you. And it's just like that. This is the Profit Report with the AB and Steve. I'm signing off. Have a good night, guys.